Well, as BP tries to plug that leak in the Gulf of Mexico, the company itself may also be in talks to sell off some assets to Apache. There have also been reports that ExxonMobil could be interested in a stake in BP. BP, as you know, is trying to pay for the biggest oil spill in U.S. history. Let's get insight now on what a potential deal could look like. From Oppenheimer, we're joined by Fadel Gheit, Managing Director of Oil and Gas Research. Fadel, you say Apache doesn't really have this kind of money. BP needs to raise about $10 billion. How likely is Apache as a real player here?
Well, it really depends. If BP wants to sell $10 billion worth of assets in Alaska, it will be pretty steep for Apache, a company whose market value about $30 billion. So that will be the largest single acquisition Apache has ever made, and will have to issue stock and borrow money. It fits their portfolio very well, though. It gives them more presence in the U.S., more presence onshore, more presence in oil, and that all in all very welcome for Apache going forward. It is the size of the deal that might be questionable here.
Right.
But Apache has done about 4 deals with BP in the past, in the last 5 years. They are all in that $2-3 billion, $1 billion deal. No way near the $10 billion, which will exceed all other previous deals between Apache and BP combined.
Now, you sound like a skeptic on those optics, but talk to me about the asset itself, about Prudhoe Bay. You know, the production levels have been going down about 10% each year. Who would be interested in purchasing a field like that?
Well, basically, it's like milking a cow. I mean, they sell the milk. So basically, it's very profitable. It has a predictable decline rate, so there are no surprises. The partners are Exxon and ConocoPhillips, good partners to be with. But again, at $75 oil production in Prudhoe Bay is very profitable. Cash flow is very strong. I think an acquisition would be accretive to both earnings and cash flow. Apache does not make bad deals. Apache is a good company, well-managed company, and usually make very good deals.
Now, do you see an asset sale as more likely or happening in tandem with a stake being purchased or cash infusion from a sovereign wealth fund?
Well, we have to remember a couple of things. There is no infusion of cash from any sovereign fund. That is not the case. What BP wants is, instead of hedge fund and mutual fund and speculators owning their stock, is have the stock put in stronger hands. Middle Eastern sovereign fund, European, or even Chinese. But having said that, the key is that BP needs cash because of the unknown liabilities. We don't know how much the cleanup will cost, how much punitive damage will be, and how much economic compensation will be. Feinberg said that the claims could exceed the $20 billion. We don't know how much the cleanup costs. BP so far spent more than $3.3 billion in 65 days or 70 days. So
you expect
so
a sale, though, within 6 months?
I do expect to, because BP said very clearly that they expect asset sale in the next 12 months of about $7 or $8 billion. That is a net proceed after paying taxes. I think it's going to be much sooner than that. I would say in the next 3 to 6 months.
All right, Fadel, thank you for joining us, and I know you do own the stock. Thank you for joining us from Oppenheimer this morning. Stay